Hi there, and welcome to your daily guidance reading. Today, during meditation, what the message was is that we're needing to be a little more creative as far as what we're doing. You know, could it be that there was something in our life that we've always wanted to do that we've never did? Or are we just needing to just spice it up a little bit and do something just totally out of our comfort zone? You know, it's just kind of like we're just needing to be more creative. That was like the overall message, needing to be more creative. So let's tap into that energy and see what's going on. We have Juno, partnership. Yeah, it's like, have you been wanting to collaborate with somebody? Have you been wanting to, team up and do something? We have Sun, source. Yeah, tapping into the source of our creativity, tapping into whatever this is that is calling to us, right? It's kind of like there's something that you're wanting to do, and that, maybe it's the partnership is you and, like your spirit team, you and your guides, tapping into source, right? Let's see. And then we have the moon with perception. Yeah, it's kind of like you're wanting to do something, right? And it's like, you know how all right, put it to this way. You know how you're wanting to do something and you're maybe you don't want to go it alone. That's what I just heard. You don't want to go it alone. You're wishing that there was other people that you could bounce ideas off of, or maybe just have that, that comfort of somebody, being on the road of that journey with you, whatever it is for you personally, whatever partnership means to you. And what Spirit is saying here is that you're not going it alone. You do have a partner, and your partner is source. Your partner is the divine. Your partner is the universe. However, however you want to look at it, right? However you want to word it. It's like you have this guidance, you have this inner guidance, and that it's your perception of it. Your perception of yes, you're physically alone, but you're never alone because you always are connected to source. And that you can do this, whatever this is for you personally. You're just needing to, and at the bottom of the deck we have, Sagittarius, and that expand. You're just needing to expand your mind and really see things differently. With Virgo, digest it, really take it all in, what I'm saying here, and saying, well, yeah, I'm not alone. I am connected to spirit, and I am connected to whatever it is that, I see as outside of myself, meaning source, right? So you are connected, and you're just needing to really tap into that and what it is for you personally. And then by you seeing that, yeah, I can do this, and that I have this guidance within, as well as, you could see as outside of myself, meaning above, right? In the universe. And yeah, it's definitely, because with the 8th house of mystery, and this is the house of esoteric, it's just the unknown, right? It's something that we're just, and it is the unknown. It's our perception of what it is, right? The world around us. And that, be it that there are things in our life that sometimes it's you feel alone. It's who am I going to talk to? And that is a scary feeling when you think about it like that. If you don't have someone to talk to, to pick up that phone, right, and say, hey, And that's scary. And what Spirit is saying is that you can talk to them. Whatever it is that's going on in your head, you can talk to them. And even if you don't want to physically say it out loud, you can write it down. You know? And that it's going to be all right. Whatever this next leg on your journey is, it's going to be all right. And that you're not alone, and that you can partner up with them. So that you feel, you know, like I said, that you're with somebody. And that, you know, be it with, you could think of it two different ways. It's your perception of it. If you need to feel like you're not alone and it's something within you, then look at it that way. If you need to feel like it's something outside of yourself and they're above you or around you, right? You could think of it that way. It's your belief. It's how you want to look at this. Do you know what I mean? And if whatever this creative thing is for you, be it that it's something just changing up life in general, just doing something different, or just looking at the way you look at things differently, like whatever this is for you. And then we have the Emperor, which the Emperor is that divine masculine energy. And the divine masculine energy is about someone who is, you know, very grounded and in charge, you know. So you're just at this time just really needing to like ground yourself and like see what is it that you're wanting to do, you know, on like this pathway forward. What is it that you're trying to manifest? Go back to yesterday's reading. What is it that you're trying to manifest? What is it that you're trying to change? And then we have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. So therefore, you're co-creating with the universe. You're co-creating with Source. And this is this creative process. This thing that you're, you know, like I said, whatever it is that you're manifest, this creative, you know, creative doesn't have to necessarily be, you know, like an art project. It doesn't have to necessarily be painting. It's whatever it is that you're physically doing, that you're using all your wisdom and your knowledge and, you know, and whatever this energy of like your soul, the love in your heart, you're putting your energy into something. That's a creative process. Because it's kind of like with the moon and the card of 8th house of mystery, it's kind of like, yeah, the moon is about illusion, but it's about how you want to look at it, right? How you want to see things. And the 8th house is about beliefs to me as well, because it's like the mystery of the unknown. What is it that you want to believe about the unknown? Right? It's like what are we looking at here, right? 5 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands is about inner conflict. And you see how she is in the picture, it's like she has, I want to say they're like flowers or something, but let's just look at them as different ideas or different thoughts or different, you know, perceptions of different things, right? And she's got all these things and she's conflicted on what it is that she's wanting to believe. And it's kind of like your beliefs are yours. Like just because they're not in a book somewhere and not because somebody has told you, whatever you feel is right is your belief. And it doesn't have to be some kind of like mystery, you know? It doesn't have to be something that is, you know, that you can't share with the world, you know? And that could be your creativity that you're tapping into. Like if you have a different belief on something that might be necessarily never said, unknown to somebody else, you can tap into that, right? And you don't have to be conflicted about your beliefs because your beliefs are your beliefs. Okay. Speaking of creativity and doing things differently, I was guided to do a different deck for our oracle cards. And each oracle card that I have here, I'm going to read from the book. Because, again, my perception, I read intuitively. So therefore, my perception of that card's meaning is different than the author of that deck, or even yours for that matter when you see it, because we all have intuition, right? So therefore, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from the book of each one oracle card, because I have one oracle card in each pile. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these cards. And we have the Black Obsidian, which would be pile number 1. And then Selenite, which would be pile number 2. And then we have Rose Quartz, is going to be pile number 3. So take a moment, which pile that you're drawn to, 1, 2, or 3. Pause if you need to. Okay, so I'm going to start off with pile number 1. And your oracle card is the Unknown. Okay, so let's get the book, Find the Unknown. I think these are alphabetical order, this guidebook. Yeah, that makes it easy. Okay, so then we have the unknown. The path forward always leads into the unknown. Even if you're certain now, things can change. This can create a great deal of anxiety. Humans crave certainty. Even the cells in our body strive for a state of equilibrium. Many of us would rather keep things the same than risk the unknown, but life has a way of pushing us forward, whether we like it or not. The unknown holds our future, and we must step into it. Walk gently and trust that as you move forward, doorways will open. Life will present itself with all its possibilities. Have courage and say yes to your adventure. And then for your tarot, we have strength. And again, to venture out into that unknown, we do need strength. We do need, gentle persuasion, courage, strength, and it's kind of like that personal power that we have within to get us to some place that we've never been to before. And be it that this unknown is your creative block, you're just needing to know, as the author was saying in the guidebook, that just know and trust that that next door will open for you. And then we have imagine. Visualize the life you want clearly. Feel it in your heart and soul, and it will come to be. And again, just trusting that whatever it is that you're wanting to do, imagine that. And those doors will open as you move forward into that unknown. Okay, so that's pile number 1. And then pile number 2, we have limiting beliefs. Okay, now I can find limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are realities shaped by our surroundings, people around us, social media, things our parents told us when we were very young. These all create the boundaries of what's possible in our world as they shape our behavior. We are so much more than these limitations and these stories that we're told. Open up your life. Open up what is possible. Surround yourself with people saying yes to life. Be careful of what media you consume. Learn new skills, travel, journal, or speak to a willing ear to identify and unpack these beliefs. You are here for bigger things than the limits other people create. For your tarot, we have the King of Coins, which is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is the ultimate provider. This is someone who is grounded and stable and secure, and they know their self-worth. And limited beliefs of ourself stop us from seeing our own self-worth. And what this is saying is that you're just needing to really release whatever limiting beliefs that you have about yourself, about who you are, about your creativity, about what it is that you're wanting to do. And then this will help you to move forward and whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve or manifest. And then we have adventure. Instead of seeing an obstacle, see an adventure. And again, with those limited beliefs, see it as an adventure rather than see something as an obstacle. There are far more possibilities than you have imagined. Explore as many as you can. Step away from the black and white options and enjoy the colorful in-betweens. And again, don't allow other people's beliefs to stop you. Just because somebody thinks you can't do it doesn't mean that you truly can't. You know what I mean? If you believe you can, you can. Trust that. And then pile number 3, we have wisdom. And for wisdom, the guidebook says, wisdom arises from life experiences, and some of it is hard-earned, but our journeys provide us with the tailored knowledge we each need. Lessons on our journeys will be repeated until they are learned, so pay attention when you notice a pattern in your life. They're usually lessons that still need to be integrated. As we grow older, our looks change and our bodies don't work as well as they once did, but wisdom is gained, formless and timeless. Those who have it will always be rich, and those who share their wisdom will never be lonely. Okay, in your tarot card, we have the moon. And see, with the moon is in the upright is about blocked intuition and uncertainty and deception and instability and dreams and anxiety and illusion. And it's kind of like all of this is being blocked when we see things from a 3D aspect. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like wisdom is something we gain every single day through our experiences. And people sometimes, again, to go back to a limited belief, you're thinking that, well, I didn't, say you didn't go to college, say you didn't graduate from high school, say you didn't come from a certain type of place, whatever the case may be. You don't need all of this to have wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience. That way of thinking is a limited belief, and it's also an illusion, because you might not necessarily have gone to Harvard or Yale, but you have something that you have learned from your experience than that person didn't, because they didn't experience what you have. We all have wisdom through our experience. And then we have, for your angel card, welcomed outcomes. The sun is about to burst through the clouds. You will soon see things in a different light. Again, with the illusions, right, of the moon, right? You're seeing that you have this wisdom. You're seeing that you have this knowledge, right? That you can bring something to the table that I might not be able to, or somebody else might not be able to. And that's because of your experiences. Something that seems hopeless will be overflowing with promise, empowered by possibility. Okay, there's that. All right, so I'm going to leave it here. I hope you have enjoyed your reading. I look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment down below. I love to hear from you. And also, don't forget to put on that notification bell so you're notified of your next reading. And I look forward to seeing you again. Take care and have a blessed day.